Hi, welcome, my Mahjong friends. So glad you can join me. So tonight we're going to talk about scoring. But before we begin, I just wanted to let you know if you can connect with me, I would love for you to join me on Instagram or Facebook, or even email me any questions you have. And I would love to hear from you. I love hearing from people around the United States, and I think we have some friends in Canada that play Mahjong. So glad you can join tonight. Welcome. Moving along, we're going to talk about scoring, as I mentioned, so let's get into it. When you join a new Mahjong game, you just want to make sure you decide 3 things with your new friends that you've made in Mahjong. The first is what rules of the game you're playing. So typically, I only teach National Mahjong League rules, but I'll be happy to play with anybody if they have table rules. Table rules, we're going to be made up rules to make the game funner or easier. And every game is a friendly game. Obviously, we all love to play games, so we're looking for enjoyment. So just make sure you know the rules of the game that you're playing. You just clarify some things with people as you're playing along. If you don't like them, then you're going to have to find a new group to play. The next thing is you're going to ask about the stakes, and that's what we're going to talk about tonight. If they play for money, points, or just for the win, whether they have bragging rights, just that you won 1 game, someone else won 2, and so on. And the other thing you want to remember when you start your new game with friends is your quitting time. You want to at least play 4 games so everybody gets to be east. And so you want to make sure that if they had said the time we play is from 1 to 4 and you have to leave at 3:30, you want to mention that right at the beginning of your games so that everybody's prepared that you're leaving at 3:30. Back to the stakes. So sometimes people play for money to play Mahjong. They play for points, or they just play for the bragging rights of a win. Sometimes they even play with chips. Not too many play with it anymore, but it's distributed like Monopoly money, and you can give a stake into the game and they'll give you the money. In regards to money, most games people bring what they call their purse or pie money. It refers to the total amount of money that you can wager in a game for all your games, and each player brings their own share of the pie and they bring it to the table and establish a limit. So some people play from $3 to $5 and upwards. You can play with coins, as I mentioned, and they also use decorative pouches to hold their Mahjong money in a wallet. If you have the old racks, they have on the far left, they have points up on them. That's where people used to hold their coins. The coins they were round with a little hole in it. They look like a poker chip. So that's where they used to hold their coins. And they used to carry around their racks with them so that they had all their money with them. You play the game and you score, which we're going to talk about in a second. But you play, if your purse goes empty, which is pie, you continue to play, but you don't pay out. So there's no IOUs to anyone. And then once you start earning money again, you go ahead and pay out again for the person who wins. So let's talk a little bit more about scoring. One of the first resources that you can do is turn over the back of your 2023 card. So I hope you have that with you tonight because that's what we're using. And on the very back of the card, at the very bottom of the first panel, it talks about scoring and bonus. So just make sure you check that out when you're confused if you're not sure of how to score. So as I mentioned, we're talking all about scoring. The values are printed on the far right for each hand that what their points are. You can either use that value for points or coins, and each hand is awarded based on the end of play when Mahjong is declared. The values range from 25 cents to the big hand, which is in singles and pairs, all the way down on the bottom right-hand side, which is 75 cents. If you're not somebody who likes to play or gamble for money, don't worry about it. It's easy to score just like you would do in any game. Get out a piece of paper, write people's names on it, and you can use the same concept when I talk about money as points. You can just write down each player's name at the top, use the scorecard, as I mentioned, the values on the right, and then you write it down for their score and keep track. People like to be the top scorer, as in any game. When you play cards, you play like 500 rummy, you have to win to 500. You can set a cap on what you want to win to, or just the person with the highest score. From the National Mahjong League, you can purchase their Mahjong Made Easy guide, and in that guide, it talks about scoring on page 22. So here's another reference you can use in order to help you with your scoring. Most use money today, but back in the day, the betting and paying was done with chips. So let's look at what this all means. I have a little flow chart. I hope this doesn't make too many people cringe with this flow chart. I know some people are like, flow chart. But so when you win Mahjong, that means you've completed one of the 70 printed hands on the card, and you select the one you want to play. And when you complete all 14 tiles, you will scream Mahjong. Everybody will turn to you and they will ask you to place your entire 14 tiles on top of the rack, and everyone will verify the line that you were playing. So for instance, if I won, I would say the category of 369, line number 1, and that line is valued at 25 cents. So if you look at the flow chart, we're verifying my Mahjong, so I put up each of my groupings, and I would say I'm playing line number 1. I have a pung of 3s, a kong of 6s in the same suit, with a pung of 6s and a kong of 9s in the second suit. Once it's verified, I would say that the value is 25 cents. Based on how I won the hand, meaning did I pick the final tile myself? Did an opponent discard it to me, or did I do a joker exchange? Based on these 3 options is how I will be paid. So the first example, we're going to say I picked from the wall. So then I'm awarded 25 points, and because I picked it myself from the wall, it is doubled the point value. So now each player, the other 3 players that are playing, will owe me 50 cents. If that hand has no jokers in it, regardless of if it had jokers before and people did joker exchanges, because there's no jokers in it, it doubles again. So it would be $1 from each player. So at the end of tallying my score, I would either have 100 points per person, so that's 300 points, or I would have $1 from each player, which would be $3. If I had won and my opponent threw it to me, and we'll call our opponent Sue. Sue threw me the winning tile for Mahjong, and so it's valued at 25 cents. My opponent threw it, which was Sue, and she gets doubled when the opponent throws it. The other 2 players will be single points. So they will pay me 25 cents if we're paying for money, or they will pay 25 points. If it is jokerless, so we could stop there. However, if it is jokerless, meaning there are no jokers in it, Sue, because she threw it to me, is paying me 50 cents, but now she's doubling it, she owes me 100. The other opponents will pay 25 and then doubles to 50, so they each owe me 50. So dollar-wise, I get $1 from Sue and 50 cents from the 2 other players. So that's $2. If it is points, that would be 200 points. The same holds true for a picked from the wall and a joker exchange win is the same point value. So if it's a joker swap, it's called a finesse move. I have a whole video on that. It's 25 cents for the hand. I did a joker exchange, so it gets doubled to 50 cents. and I'm talking about a joker exchange either on myself or anybody else out there. The hand gets doubled if it's jokerless, so my hand may have no jokers in it, and it gets doubled to 100 points. All players pay me $1 or 100 points. So there's 3 players that I'm the 4th, I'm the person who won, so they would be either 300 points or $3. Now, with doubling, I did want to mention the category of singles and pairs. If you look to the far right, the value is already doubled. So you don't double it for jokerless because it is already jokerless. You're not allowed to use jokers in singles and pairs. If it is a wall game, no one gets any points. There are some table rules that people like to use. You can ask your group what they want to do with the wall game, but Mahjong League rules is no one gets any points or money for that. Also, I'd like to mention when someone wins a concealed hand, they are awarded a higher value. So if you look at some of the concealed hands, worth 30 points. So they're already harder to achieve. The scores are also increased for those hands that have more pairs in it or singles. If you have more requirements in a group, such as a quint, so you have to have more tiles. And as I mentioned already, the singles and pairs are awarded a higher score because of the difficulty, how they are obtained, and they don't require any jokers. You add additional points if it is jokerless by doubling again, as I mentioned. Your opponent who discards the winning tile will pay the winner double, regardless of how many exposures you have. Others will pay single value of the hand point value. So I hope this gives a little insight to scoring. Check out my Facebook page. I've posted individual postings based on scoring this whole week. Every day I'm posting something new about scoring, and you can check that out. But you have some great resources for you. You have the back of your card, and you have that Mahjong Made Easy, where it completely tells you all the different processes of scoring. It's very simple. Again, it's on the back of your card. And if anybody is interested in this flow chart, because it's something simple for you, some find it hard, I'd be more than happy to send it to you. Just email me at mahjongclass@yahoo.com, which is right up at the top of the screen. You can copy that down. We are going to use ilovemahj tonight, so welcome to join ilovemahj. You get a 3-week trial using the code CB. They normally give you 2 weeks, but if you use the code CB, you can upgrade your membership. So come join us there. Thank you to all those who support me. You can support me free just by subscribing. So click the bell below and hit subscribe so that you get notification when I go live or post new videos. I will be coming out with a new video all about scoring in more detail and visuals. You can also comment below to help support me. You can give me a thumbs up if you like this video. And one of the good ways to do is to share with friends. You just click on share with the video and you can email it to friends. And I love hearing from you, so type things in the comments. It would be really helpful. So let's go on over to ilovemahj, and I would love to start playing tonight, and we can talk about more of scoring if it comes up at the end of each game. On ilovemahj, we're going to go to play, game launch, and we're going to play with bots. And we're doing the official game, and I'm going to do intermediate. I have my timer shut off, but this is a great way for you to learn picking up the speed. You can start with 10 seconds, and each week decrease yourself and see if you can get better in decision making. I'm turning it off because I'm chatting with you tonight. And again, you can change your theme and your level and your tiles. I like playing with those classic tiles. We're going to sort by suit. And we're going to start with our pairs. Tonight we have a pair of 5 BAMs. So we're going to focus on them. We have 5, 7. We have 1, 3. So let's play 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. We don't have any 9s, but that's okay. We'll get there. So I'm going to get rid of the 1 because we already have 1, 3 in cracks. And I'm going to get rid of this 6 dot and then the 4 bam. But I'm just looking. We have 4 cracks, sorry. We have 3, 4, 5. We're missing the 6. Maybe we'll get rid of the west. We got a west, a 3. So we have 3, 5, 7. And we have an 8. I'm going to get rid of the west, an 8, and this 6. We picked up a 3 dot, and a 9, and a 7. So we have to start whittling down some things here. So let's get rid of the 4. And we already have 1, 3. Let's get rid of this 3. And I'm thinking we're not going to use these dragons. There's only 2 hands with dragons. One is matching, and so we don't have just one suit. We have mixed suits. And the other one is opposite dragon. So if we were going to do opposite, it would be like 1, 3, 3, 5 with the white. So let's get rid of the red. This is our first left. And then we're going to get rid of, we're going to continue the Charleston, and then we're going to get rid of the 6, the 2, and the 8. We're going to go across. But we picked up another 3, perfect. We have the 9. We can get rid of the 1. So we have 1, 3, 3, 5 we could play with opposite dragon. That's line number 5 in 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. We could play line number 1, which would be 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. The problem with line number 1 is we're missing our pair of 1s and our pair of 9s. We also could play, I'm a little intrigued with line number 7, which would be, but that would mean we're getting rid of all our 3s. I was thinking about line number 7 is 1 and 9 with 3, 5, 7 in the middle. The only one I didn't talk about was this 5. We can get rid of that. And I think we get rid of the 9. I don't think we're going to play that 1 and 9 because we don't have a lot of 9s or 1s. Let's see what's happened. This is the second across. We picked up a 3, a 4, and a 1. That's not what we're looking for. We got a north, a 6, and a 2, and we can get rid of that. And that's the end of that. Oh, we got our 3, perfect. Maybe we are playing 1, 3, 3, 5. We'll have to take a look at it, but we don't have to make any decisions yet. I kind of had a couple of hands in mind, so we'll have to see where we go. Oh, hi, Kathleen. Thank you for joining. Kathleen asked, do I ever play with live competitors on I Love Maj? I have not, Kathleen. I mean, I have on my own personal time, but not on my clinic because I would be holding them up if we were playing live. But in 2 weeks, I believe I'm going to have the creator of I Love Maj on, and we're going to play against each other. So we will be doing that. I would love to play live on a clinic, but again, it's sometimes hard to do so because we have so many stopping points. So if you ever want to play, Kathleen, just email me. We'll set up a time, and I'll be happy to play with you. And we can also, on Tuesdays at 1 o'clock, I have a group that plays live. I've been missing it a little bit. I've been teaching so much that I haven't had time during the day to play. But I was also thinking about popping on over a weekend if I have some time over a weekend. But thanks for asking, Kathleen, and I would love to play with you, so reach out and we can set up a time. You can also set up a time on I Love Maj and invite me, and you just have to type in my name and set up a time. And I can decline or accept, and you can do that with any of your friends. So check that out on I Love Mahj. Okay, so we do not have to make any decision as to what hands we're playing, but I'm thinking of 1, 3 with opposite dragons with 3, 5. We could also play 1, 3 with 5s and then 7, 9, which is the first hand. But again, that hand's a little difficult because we need 2 pairs, 1s and 9s. So we don't make any decisions yet. Let's get rid of the West. Oh boy, West is on a roll. He's off right off the bat. He's got West up. I find it so interesting that these bots discards flowers right from the get-go. I did throw out the East right away because even if West wanted it, I wanted to get rid of it. I don't want to be stuck with it during the game. And I thought it would be better to get rid of first before I hold on to it. Oh, Agatha putting up 2 jokers. She must have a good hand. Oh, we got our 1. That's nice. And then we also can move to, I call it a simple hand. It's line number 2 where we have 1s, 3s, 3s, and 5s. It's a pung kong hand. So we can move there also. But I'm not going to call for anything until my hand develops. We don't want to miss these 8 cracks, so I got to keep that in my head too. Oh, they're a little competitive, Joe and Wes. Oh, this hand's coming together already. I'm going to play the 1, 3, 3, 5, which is the pung kong hand, with the intention of possibly playing the top hand 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. So we would not need this 7. I also can play line number 5, which is pair, pung, the white. We don't know what we're going to get, but process of elimination, I'm going to get rid of this 7. Oh, thanks, Kathleen. Thanks, Kathleen. Kathleen said, I would love to play with you sometime. It would be an honor. Oh, it would be my honor. I love playing. Just love playing with people. And then Karen says, I caught you live, just joined. I love Mahj. I'm a beginner. And like Kathleen, I'd love to play with you sometime. I would love to play with anybody. I need lots of friends. I work so much. I don't always get a chance to play with people. Okay, we're not going to use a flower, but we can take a peek at the 3 flower hands. So let's look at line number 3. It's 1, 3, 5, which we don't have the 3rd suit, so we're not going to play that. Line number 4 is 1 suit. We're not going to play that. And line number 6, we don't have any more 5s, so we're not going to play that. I'm thinking low numbers, 1, 3, 5, 5. We don't have that. So I'm going to let go of this flower. Oh, we got another white. That's kind of nice. So we're gearing up now for line number 5. We have 1s, our pungs of 3s, our pungs of 3s, and our pair. So we're just missing our dragons. Let's play that hand. We don't have our pair of 9, so let's let that go. We're also keeping on the lookout for the A crack and the south. Okay, now Joe has up 2 exposures. We need to figure out his hand. He has 4 souths and 3 red dragons. There is only 1 hand he could be possibly playing, and that's line number 3. So he needs another group of dragons. We could be in competitor with him. We're looking for white dragons. He could have white dragons, and he needs some norths. We don't know what Wes is playing yet. There's a few hands. Oh, now Joe didn't call that green, so we'll see what happens. Oh, now 7, 8. Can you figure out Agatha's hand? I'm thinking Agatha's playing 7, 8, 7, 8, possibly. Well, we can do a joker exchange. We need that joker. We're going to put that with our whites. We need one more tile for Mahjong. We already have our pung of threes. We don't need them. And we got a Mahjong. Great start tonight. So we have for line number 5. Let's Mahjong it. And I picked the tile myself. So when you win, you should announce how you picked it so that when you have to request from people in your group how much they owe you, or you're putting it on paper, you should request it. Now, the Mahjong time does a little bit different. They give you 10 bonus points. So when you play in a tournament, sometimes that they have different rules too. So that particular hand, line number 5, is worth 25 points. I picked it myself. So in my live game in person, I would get 50 cents from everybody. It is not jokerless. We have one joker, so I'm just getting 50 cents from everybody. Now, on here, again, like I mentioned, they give you 10 bonus points for picking it yourself. If somebody throws it to me, they'll do minus 10 points from somebody. So let's look around the table, see what everybody else was playing. Wes was playing East and West with a run. He had the run going, but he didn't have any East. So he kind of jumped a little bit, I think. And we were in competition with Joe. He was playing North and South with dragons, and he was looking for the white dragon, which we had. And Agatha was playing that 7-8-7-8 hand, which is line number 6 in the consecutive run. Remember, the numbers in consecutive run don't have to be what are printed. They can be any 3 consecutive numbers. Line number 1, though, in consecutive run does have to be those numbers. So we're off to a great start tonight. We just earned, I'm going to write down what we earned tonight. I'm going to write down that we just earned 25 points. I'm not going to play by the ilovemahj. We're going to use ours. So I'm putting down Christine is 25, and Wes and Joe and Agatha are 0 right now. And we're going to see who wins the most tonight. I have a feeling it won't be me, but who knows? We're going to start another game. Thanks, Karen. Let's sort by suit. And we look for our pairs, and we have no pairs, so we have to pick somewhere to play. I don't want to play odds again. I see the odds here. We could play 3-6-9, or I'm almost thinking we could play 20-23. But let's get rid of the 1, the 7, and the 5. I'm keeping open 3-6-9 plus 20-23. We got a south. We have a 3. I'm not going to keep the 1. I'm going to get rid of the 7. And I'm going to stay true to 3-6-9. I know we don't have a white dragon, but let's see if we get any tonight. I'm sorry, 20-23. I think I said stay true to 3-6-9. I'm going to stay true to 20-23. We don't have a white dragon, but maybe we can get one. And let's get rid of the 9. We have a 5, a 1, and I'm going to get rid of the 6. I don't want to pass, although this is 5-6, but I don't want to pass 2 1s. We can continue. We can save the north. We can get rid of a 7, a 4, and a 1. Now, to me, I'm a little bit about the Charleston. I'm actually recognizing a lot of 1s are being passed, so maybe we should be playing like a 1-2-3 hand. We can try it. Let's get rid of the 5, the 9. I'm not going to keep this 1 quite yet, and we'll see what we get. Another one dot. See, I said, I always tell my students, and it's always do what I say, not what I do. I always say when you get that gut feeling, you're noticing a lot of ones, keep them, or any tiles, start keeping them. But we have news, so let's sort it again. We have the word news. We have 2023. I'm going to get rid of the 5, the 1. And in news, we have to have 2 and 3 in the same suit. So let's get rid of this 3. And I'm looking at the bottom hand in 2023. We have 3 tiles to get rid of, and look what it is, another 1. But that's okay. We're going to get rid of it. And we did not receive any tiles that we want to keep. We actually got back our original 3, 6, 9. Wow, Joe put up with flowers. That's kind of nice. Already, I figured everybody's getting the Joker. We're looking for the white dragon. One was already discarded, but there's 3 more, so I'm not too sad about it. We have a Joker, and in the bottom hand, it is a closed hand. We can use 3 Jokers for those white dragons if we had them. I'm probably not going to use these dragons, so they'll probably be next to go with the 6. Be nice to get a flower to do a Joker swap. Well, that's done. Come on, Jokers. Almost maybe should have changed to a win hand. I got a couple wins. Oh, here's another one. Oh, we could do a swap. Let's do a Joker swap across the way here with our red dragon. So these could represent our whites if we wanted them to. And then we have news. No 2s have gone out. Okay, that's a 3. We're playing a closed hand, and we only need a pair anyway, so we can't use it. 9 dot. Now that West could be wanting this 6. 6, well, there's 1 6 out. 2 6s are out, so nobody needs this. Oh, good, nice. That's another 2 coming together. Oh, I should mention, we'll pause in a second. Before we throw out this 9, what hand can Joe be playing with 4 flowers and red dragons? There's only 1 hand, and I talked about it today in my class, so I know which one it is right away. I'm starting to memorize some of the hands because I'm teaching it so much. 4 flowers with 3 red dragons. What hand is Joe playing? I'll give you a minute and you can type it in the chat. Anybody have an answer? Yes, you're right, Karen. Joe is playing 2023, line number 3. So we're fighting for that white dragon, and Joe's looking for it too for his 2023. Yep, line number 3. That's right, Colleen. So let's keep moving along. We'll see what happens. Maybe it'll be a wall game. We can stop each other from getting it. We're both playing the same numbers. Oh no, I gave it to him. Oh my gosh, how terrible. He already had the white dragon, so he had his 0. So it was good though. I'm pretty proud of the hand we had. I like trying to go for 2023. But Joe was playing line number 3, and he got 25 points for that. So let's write that down. Joe got 25. But because I threw it to him, Joe really got 50 from me. He got 25 from Wes and 25 from Agatha. So he actually got 100 points. Now, on here, they're saying I lost 20 points because they're playing tournament rules a little bit where because he had 2 exposures, I lost 20 points. I'm not going to go too much into tournament because that's based on each individual director, how they want to run their tournament and how they want to deal points. But in your regular game, if I threw the tile to Joe, regardless of how many exposures he has, I have to pay him double or write down double the points. So it was 25 I owed him for that hand because that's line number 3 is valued at 25. And because I threw it to him, I double it to 50. It's not jokerless. The other 2 players on either side will owe Joe 25 cents each or 25 points. So Joe is up to 100 points and we're going to continue. Let's see what happens. So didn't I really earn 150 points on the first hand? Oh, Kathleen. Oh, you're right, Kathleen. Thank you. I'm going to change my score. I'm still ahead. We got to keep track. Kathleen said I earned 150 points on the first hand since I picked it myself. Yes, Kathleen. I was looking at their score. So if we remember the first hand, I picked myself. So it was 25 points for the hand. But because I picked it myself, each player owes me 50 points or 50 cents. So it's $1.50. Thanks, Kathleen, for catching that. I was just looking at the points that are on the screen. So I'm at 150, Joe's at 100, Wes is at 0, and Agatha is at 0. And we've played 2 games so far. Thanks, Kathleen, for fixing that for me. I'm glad you said something. Still the winner. That was game 2 that we just played. Okay, let's keep going. And we're going to sort by suit. And this time, whoa, look at all those jokers. I want to play a quint. But we have 2 red dragons, and there are no dragons in quints. Yikes. So let's figure out what we're going to play. So no dragons in quints. I would immediately play a quint, but we don't have a pair. So let's see if we can play. We'll keep all the low numbers. So we can get rid of a 7, a 9, and I guess we're going to get rid of this 5. Let's see what we get on the next pass, and then we can figure out what hand we're playing. Ooh, we got a 2, 3, 4. Oh, now we have a pair of 1s. So we can play 1, 1, 2. Let's just keep plugging away and getting rid of the low numbers. I mean the upper numbers, sorry. I just feel like we're not going to use these dragons. I'm taking that back because I have 1 dots, 2 bam, 3 crack. So I have 1, 2. But there is no 1, 2 with dragons, opposite dragons in consecutive run. There is no 1, 2 with opposite dragons. So I'm going to get rid of that. And north and east, I can play 1, 2, or yeah, 1, 2, because I'm trying to do my strengths with north and east. Let's get rid of the 3. And I guess 1, 2, I need a north and east. I don't like these red dragons. Let's get rid of one of them. I know that's terrible, but trying to make the best here. Let's continue. Let's get rid of these 2, 3. course, now I got more dragons. I don't like them. We got our red back and another 1. Maybe we can play 1, 2, 1, 2. Let's get rid of these 3. That was a terrible pass. So with all these jokers, I don't think I got anything better. Let's get rid of these last 3. Oh, maybe we could play any like numbers. I'm gonna get rid of the last 3. Oh, we got another 1 and a 3. That was rough. I don't think we only got 1 pair. There's flowers across that we want to watch that we can exchange. See how this plays out? Maybe we could play 1s with the matching dragons. I did give away the green. Doesn't mean I won't get one. There's 4 of them. When you have all these jokers, sometimes it makes it even harder to play. We only need 1 for matching numbers, so like numbers. It becomes harder to play because you don't know where to use your jokers. Ooh, maybe we could play 2023, but then we have the pair of 1s. 20, 21. 1, 2, 3. This is a terrible hand. I don't know what to do with it. I kind of like all the 1s. Let's get rid of this 2. Oh, geez. Good thing we got rid of it. We would have been struggling. Oh, now we got a 3. Were we playing 1, 2, 3? We can do 1, 2, 3. Let's get rid of this 3. Up there's our 3. We need 4 of them, but we don't have any flowers yet. Maybe we're playing 1s. Do you want to do 1s with matching dragons? We can try it. Oh, so he's playing 3 2s and 4 4s. So I would automatically look in 2 4 6 8. The problem there is there's no hand with, oh, there is line number 3. 3 2s and 4 4s. So he's probably playing line number 3, either all in 1 suit or in 2 different suits. We got an 8. Oh, he's playing all 1 suit. Oh, this is going to be terrible and shameful if I don't win something here. Okay, let's play 1s. Maybe we'll play the top line, although there's 4 flowers out. I'm going to let it go. I don't like calling because then I'm putting up all those jokers. 4 dot. Nobody needs a 4 dot. So Joe's playing 4 flowers with 9s. What hand is Joe playing? There's actually 2 hands that he can be playing. And he just won 1, and I knew it. He could be playing line number 6, 7, in consecutive run. They have this, line number 6 in 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, or line number 7 in consecutive run. So this was tough, really tough to figure this out with the jokers because I wanted to move them around, but I was not sure where to put them because we didn't have enough tiles yet. So we were playing the like numbers hand with matching dragons, and we actually had enough of everything. We had the 1s, we had 3 1s and dots, 1 matching dragon, 3 ones in cracks with 1 matching dragon. And then we had our ones in bands, and we need the matching dragon. And of course, we were deficient in flowers. But he won pretty early, Joe. But again, what do you do with all your jokers? I did want to play a quint, but remember we started out with 2 red dragons, and it threw me off. And once I got rid of them, it came a little clearer that we were playing all ones. So I threw the tile to Joe. So he gets 50 points from me. And then the other 2 players, I'll pay him 25. So that is $1 again, or 100 points. So Joe is now at 200 points. He's the big winner tonight on game. So this is game 3. And Agatha was playing that 2, 4, 6, 8 hand. She didn't have her 8s. She was waiting for some 8s. And Wes was playing 3, 4, 3, 4, which is consecutive run, line number 6. Kathleen said, you never had a critical mass to determine what the best to do with your jokers. Yeah, I know, Kathleen. It was kind of a bummer. I had at one time a pair of 1s and a pair of 3s, so I could have played 1, 2, 3, but then I still didn't have the flowers. Maybe I should have stayed with the 1, 2, 1, 2. I don't know, but I would have been competing with Agatha with her 2s. So it's tough sometimes when you get all those jokers, but you never know what happens. And I really wanted to play a quint, but we didn't have a strong hand from the get-go. We just had a lot of jokers. Let's start our next game, and hopefully we'll end on a good one. Let's sort by rank. We have a pair of flowers. Ooh, we have 5, 6. Oh, I said sort by rank. Sorry, sort by suit. We have 5s and 6s. So let's collect around that. We'll play consecutive run. And so when you play consecutive run, all the hands are no more than 5 numbers. So around the 5, 6, we're going to collect 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or we can do 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We can figure out how to play it, but we don't need the 2, the 1, and the 1. I am passing 2 1s, which isn't maybe the best, but I want to keep all my options open, so I'm okay about it. So let's pass it. We picked up a 2, an east, and a 1. No, thank you. Oh, we got another 7. So we have 5, 7. Maybe we're playing 5, 7, 9. That is in the odds, but then you wouldn't be able to play your 6s. Here's another 6. Just take a quick peek also in singles and pairs and make sure there's no hands there that we can play. There's 2 consecutive run hands, line number 2 and line number 5. Line number 5 is all 1 suit, so we're not going to play that. And line number 2 is repeating numbers, so it'd be like 5, 6, 5, 6, or 6, 7, 6, 7, and we don't have that. So let's get rid of the 1 for sure. And now we're just going to chip away at the high and low numbers. So we're going to get rid of our 9. I don't think we're going to play 5, 7, 9 because the only hand for that is line number 4, and you need to have the matching dragon, and we don't have it. But we could get rid of the 6. We can play 5, 6, 7, and we could get rid of the 8 maybe. Let's do that. And this way we can keep 5, 7, 9 available. Ha, we got the 8. That's all right. Let's continue. Isn't that the way it goes? Every time you get rid of something, you get it back. We don't want any of these low numbers. And we got a 9, an east, and a 1. This is our final right. Remember, if you're new to this, make sure you read the boxes so that you just don't keep click, click, click. On your final right, you get to do a blind pass. So say I wanted to keep this 9, I could do a blind pass, and they would pull 1 over blindly and give it to Wes, and then I would just get 2 tiles, but I don't need this 9. We picked up a 6. Oh, maybe we're playing 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't know. We can get rid of 5, 6, 7. I think we can get rid of the last 3 tiles. I'm just peeking at the consecutive run, line 7. It's 4 flowers, it's 2 numbers, so if we say 5, 6, and then it's 7, 7, but it's not the right 7s. There's also line number 4, it would be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's not right. Let's just get rid of these last 3. I think we're playing a flower hand, either all one suit or in 3 different suits. We didn't get anything, so we're just going to keep plugging away until we figure out what hand we're playing. These bots, they call right away. And they get rid of their flowers very early. Oh, maybe we could play a wind hand with a run. Then that would be getting rid of our flowers. Keep it open. It's an option. When they call, it makes you a little nervous, right? Right off the bat. Now these dragons, if you look at consecutive run, there's 2 hands with dragons, line number 3 and the concealed hand, and both are matching dragons. So we're not going to use these dragons, so I'm going to get rid of them. Oh, is Agatha playing 2, 4, 6, 8 again? She's on a roll tonight. She's like, I'm going to win, though Joe's been winning. Oh, we have 5, 6, 7, 8. Let the tiles dictate where you play. We're looking for 4s and 2 bands to do joker exchanges. If we play 5, 6, 7, 8, that is line number 2, all in one suit. And 7s, we would need a pung of them. Since we're not sure which one we're playing yet, I'm going to ignore it. I figured she had it because she was putting up right away. She played the same hand she played last time. And it's a 25-point hand. And Wes threw it to her, so he's giving her 50, and I'm giving her 25, and Joe is giving her 25. So now Agatha has 100 points. Keep me straight, Kathleen. I guess, Kathleen, maybe you play for money. Let me know and just make sure I'm doing it right. So Agatha won, and Wes threw it to her. So that was a 25-cent hand. So that is going to be 50 cents from Wes. And then Joe and myself have to pay a quarter each. So that's 100. And what's interesting, when you play for money or points, when you lose a game like this, you're not only losing the game for yourself if you throw the winning tile, you've now just lost the game for 2 other people because they have to pay. Oh yeah, Deanna said that Agatha had, she has 4 jokers and everybody else doesn't have any. So she was, again, I had Deanna, I had a whole bunch of jokers last game and I didn't win. It's terrible. But she did have a nice little hand going. She wanted to win that hand last game and she played it again. And that's another thing. When you play in your home games, you don't ever have to show your hand unless you have Mahjong. So at the end of the game, you don't have to put up your hand and show everybody. I knew Agatha was playing this hand because she just played it last game. She wanted to win on this hand. So let's start a new game. Sort by suit. And we have a bunch of dragons and no pairs. Do you want to play a 2, 4, 6, 8 hand? I see 2, 4, 6, 8. So let's get rid of the 1, the 7, and the 5. Sort again. I see 8. So let's do 2, 4, 6, 8. And the east In 2, 4, 6, 8, you have 2 and 8 in the same suit with opposite dragons. So we have Bam and Crack dragons. So that means we would need dots, but our 8s are here. We can play like numbers. Let's try a like numbers hand. Let's get rid of this 4. We have 4, 7. Oh, look at, we got, maybe we're going back to that 2, 4, 6, 8 with the opposite dragons. So opposite dragons would be dots. So let's do a dot. 5, 6, and 3. Let's continue. Now let's just make sure there's no other, there's a dragon hand, all one suit. 2, 4, 6, 8 at the bottom with flowers. I don't think we're playing that. Let's get rid of this. 6 is east. Oh, we got another 8. Let's get rid of this 2. I'm not sure why I'm holding on to these dragons now, but let's see. Another dragon. They want us to play these dragons. We can play 2 and 8 with dragons, but it's not these 8s, or we can play any like numbers with dragons. I don't have my flowers. Yikes. Oh, this is the last right, so we don't have to pass any tiles. I'm thinking I'm going to keep 2 and 8 because I would love to play that 2 and 8 hand with the dragons. The only other dragon hand with dragons is all the wins. I don't even think we got that many wins. Let's just keep what we have. We can get rid of 2. And we didn't pick up anything. I think those dragons are confusing me. Okay, there's a dragon hand, north and south. We need pairs with east. Let's try that. We could try it. Wes has a bunch of dragons up, but not the dragons we need. So he has white dragons with 7s. What hand is he playing? I did move over the joker with the red because if we're going to play that Winds and Dragons hand, we need 4 red and 1 went out. If you want to type in the chat what hand Wes is playing. Oh, we got a flower. So we could be playing, we could play 8s with matching dragons, but that means getting rid of a lot of dragons. Or we could play north and south with dragons. The any like numbers hand is a closed hand. That's right, Kathleen. Wes is playing 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, line 5B. Yep, you got it. So he's looking for either 5, 7 in BAMs with whites with 7, 9 in cracks, or 7, 9 in BAMs with 5, 7 in cracks. So either way, he's got 5, 7s, and 9s he's looking for. Okay, somebody tell me where I should play. Having a hard time tonight. The brain's just, we're getting some crappy tiles. So I can play in Winds and Dragons, line number 6, with the dragons in north, east, west, south. Or I can play line number 3, north and south with dragons. Or I can play any like numbers, the flowers with matching dragons to the 8s. I have to give up something. So let me know where you would play, and I'll go ahead and play tonight. Type it in the chat. Would love to know where anybody wants me to play. I'll play what you want me to do. Kathleen said it seems kind of risky to get a soap because opponents will exchange for a joker rather than discard. Oh, for me, right. I didn't even think about that, Kathleen. Good point. Kathleen's saying if I play any like numbers, I need a white dragon. Unless I pick it myself, all my opponents are going to exchange for those jokers. So I guess we're done. That's a good point, Kathleen. So we're done with the eights. So let's do winds and dragons. Good point, Kathleen. Let's start with this 8. Now we're going to get all the jokers. Oh, we got the west. So let's see what happens. Oh, Colleen said, like numbers first line. That would mean Colleen getting rid of all these dragons. I don't know if I want to do that. I kind of like them, but maybe they're messing me up. Now, oh, we have 2 souths out and 2 norths. So that might mess me up for line 6. We have to pay attention to that, how many north and souths go out. If one more north or south go out, we're done with that hand. Oh, West didn't call the 5 crack. So he must be playing 5-7 in BAMs. Oh, come on with the jokers tonight. Oh, wow. Look what I got, Kathleen. I got the white. I'm going to exchange. They're going to play north and south with the dragons. Okay, north and south. I only need 3 green dragons, so I don't have to call it. Don't need a flower. Oh, look, I got the 8 dot. We got all the 8s. I think they wanted us to play with the 8s. Yes, I'm playing line 3, winds and dragons, north and south, because this way I can call. Oh, geez. So West won. So that's West's only win tonight, but Joe threw it to him. So West gets 50 cents from Joe, and let me make sure that's the right, yeah, 50 cents from Joe. I pay him 25 and Agatha pays him 25. So West gets 100 points. He was playing 5-7, 7-9 with the dragons. And if anybody would have swapped out the jokers, it would have been jokerless. But thankfully, he didn't have this joker up anyway. He just had this one. And then we had Joe. He was playing 1-2-3 with a flower, which yikes, because I was ready to get rid of my flower. I would have given him Mahjong. And then we had, oh, this is why we're having trouble with the winds. Agatha was playing, I'm not sure what she was, maybe something with a run, maybe east and west with a run, 1-2-3. Oh, it says Winds and Dragons line 1. I guess she's playing Winds and Dragons line 1, but she had a long way to go. She had no jokers. But again, I had 4 jokers, girls. What's going on? again, I'm looking to play line number 3. I was ready to call for my souths. I needed 4. I could have moved the joker over and called for my norths, and then we would have been waiting for the red dragon. And we're in competition with Agatha. She was not throwing that north, and if she got any other one, she wasn't going to throw it. But it was good to practice, and every time you play, whether you win or lose, you're also learning new hands. Make sure you take a peek around at all of the bots you're playing and learn those hands, and they'll get more familiar with the hands. And also write on a piece of paper who is the big winner. So Joe is actually the big winner tonight. He had 200 points. Agatha had 100. Wes had 100. And we came in second with 155 because Kathleen was my saving grace and she corrected me on the win. And mine was a self-pick. So that was nice. So keep track on a piece of paper points if you don't want to play for money. And check out this week some of my Facebook posts I'm going to have on all about money. And I can't wait. Next Tuesday, I will not be able to be on live, but I will post a video at the same time at 6:30 so you can watch it. I'm not sure what the topic's going to be, but we'll bring in a new topic. If you have a topic that you want to hear about, give me an email at mahjongclass@yahoo.com, or you can post it right in the chat tonight or in the comments below. And then next week, again, I said I'll make a video and post it at 6:30 on Tuesday so that you can watch it so you won't miss a beat. We just won't have interaction. And I'm excited. My daughter is graduating high school, so we're having an award ceremony. So she's going to an award ceremony that I have to attend. And then the following week, I hope to be playing live with the creator of ilovemahj. We haven't worked out all the details yet, so I'm sure we'll be in for a wonderful treat. She's a delightful woman, and she's the co-creator. She created it with her husband. So I'm looking forward to that. In 2 weeks, I'll be back. And thank you for sharing your evening with me tonight. And I hope you learned a few things and start keeping track of your points. Even though I only won 1 game and Wes and Agatha won 1 game, Joe won 2, so he was the big winner, but I came in second. And third place, Wes and Agatha were tied with 100 points each. Have a great evening, everyone. Take care, and talk to you soon.